Virginia is in the middle of early voting, and party control of both its state house and the governor's mansion are at stake this year. The high-profile cycle has been getting a lot of national attention, and Richmond's new general registrar is emphasizing rebuilding trust and ensuring secure elections amid the extra scrutiny. Former Deputy Director David Levine rejoined the local elections office in July to lead it, ending a months-long vacancy. The capital city's last registrar stepped down in late 2024 after a scandal involving misused taxpayer funds forced his exit. My colleague Dean Mirshahi recently interviewed Levine about how that's going.
One of the things that I think that happens is that, because of what this office had been through, right, their ability to hire people when people left wasn't what it was. And so in terms of things outside of the election administration, we were a bit thin. We've had good people in terms of sort of who understand how to run the election, but in terms of people who can help supplement that work, right, we've been a bit short, right? We've had a couple of gaps, and now we're beginning to bring on people to supplement those folks, and I'm excited for what those folks can bring to the table.
However, on day one of the early voting period, Levine's office issued close to 300 incorrect ballots to voters. Levine explained what happened and how his office is learning from the mistake.
We not only put a statement on our website that acknowledged how we went wrong, but what we were going to do to correct that. And part of what we did was we issued corrected ballots to those voters. We let them know that those ballots they initially got would be set aside. And we made sure, too, that we included a letter with the correct ballot so that they understood why they were getting a second ballot and why it was important for them to return that ballot so that they could vote the correct House of Delegate race. And we overlooked a couple of precincts on a given race. And that's mea culpa on us. We're going to make sure that we have more eyes on that process going forward. We're going to make sure, right, that we're a little tighter in terms of following sort of our procedures so that, again, we make sure that this is not a reoccurring issue.
As of October 8th, less than one-third of the 278 incorrect ballots had been fixed. Ultimately, Levine wants Richmonders to know that he's hoping elections that reflect the will of the people continue, and says his team is striving for that.
I think the role of the registrar is to help ensure that the administration of the elections is run as smoothly as possible. I obviously have a 3-member electoral board, and they really are the principal folks when it comes to policy. But our office is really about administering federal, state, and local laws and provisions to ensure that the voting experience is as secure, as accessible, as transparent, and as accurate as possible.
Early voting in Virginia ends on November 1st, and Election Day is November 4th. For the full interview and all of our elections coverage, visit vpm.org/elections.